This is called Jikanwa Tomorrow. The dead were talking to me in black and white, complained all the colour had gone out of their voice, complained they lived their lives like they were a movie, the illusion of living rather than the thing itself. You know that thing, cinema is true, 24 frames per second. We call it waiting for Godard's syndrome. Oh, our story has a beginning, middle and end, but not necessarily in that order. Sometimes it slows down to just a still, or, Goddard help us, only a publicity photograph. We look at your living, envious of your movement, your ability to change and be something, then something new again. We can remember doing that without thinking. God, it's hard, so hard to see you take it all for granted. What we would give just to be aware of a leaf trembling on a tree, or a bird taking flight into a summer, or see a stone skim across water. World has become tiny as a tittle on an I or a J. Or how was it the Bible put it? Till heaven and earth pass. Earth time is so brief. Blink and you will miss it. We thirst for even one of your seconds. Hunger for the time you so nonchalantly throw away. Here there is no time. Jikanawa tomorrow, Jikanawa tomorrow, Jikanawa tomorrow. Time has stopped, time has stopped, time has stopped. They kept repeating in Japanese. I'm just after writing this when I had to dash upstairs and print it out and everything like that. It's called Sheep Are Such Vicious Critics. But being dyslexic, I had called it Sheep Are Such Viscous Critics. So it's back to vicious now. I come from the Curragh, and there's an English graveyard down by the Curragh, and I used to go there, I cycle out, and I used to study for my intercert and leaving cert there. So that's well. Here on this high hill of summer, I, a newly born teenager, read poetry to the long ago English dead, their graves scattered over this Irish hillside. I go to each, call them by name, sound them out again. Now I read the end of Mary Barton to them as they died before the final instalment. I feel them latching onto my living, envious of the day that's in it. In a sudden sun shower, I take shelter in a broken tomb. Big fat dollops drop on their names, we now as one. And here I am, grown to be a man, come back to visit my reading comrades in arms, looking more worn. I recite my own words to them, tombstone after tombstone. Well, 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 their voices echo, you've grown into a poet. Sheep grazing are less impressed. Bah, de boo, bah! Sheep are such vicious critics. I suck a humbug. Right, this is called Brother Bluebottle. A bluebottle emerges from a hedge, like an expensive and repulsive flying jewel. It settles upon my ring finger. I wear it with fear and delight. Its iridescence bewitches. This, the first bluebottle I've ever seen. I thought they grew in hedges. I had a lot to learn. It buzzes about in my brain as if 50 years had not passed. Welcome back, Brother Bluebottle. It's good to see you still alive. And so this is called Well, Well, Look Who's Here. Spring, without telling anyone, turned up without a word. Stirred the trees as she tiptoed past, setting the leaves all a-tremble. What the... cried the leaves, feeling they were in an old-fashioned poem. Spring cuffed the young sparrow playfully on the noggin, knocking it from branch to hedge. She turned a corner, approaching the cottages, flowers lifting their sleepy heads. She stared in the window, yellowing the blind, crossing bare boards to sit on the sofa, causing the alarm to go off before a cock could crow. Well, well, I smiled. Look who's here, at last. Spring only laughed, her laughter blossoming in my heart.